much for watching. My name is Miss Taylor, and the luscious big hair look you are seeing today is the crochet braid with marley hair look. I am in absolute love with it. It's all over the place, it's huge, and just say no to flat hair, okay? This is just so exciting. Just before I get into it, let's just take a look. Alrighty, so this is just my braid pattern for the crochet braids that I'll be putting in. So doing my research on this project, I've seen a lot of different braid patterns, but this one tends to be the more common one. What it is basically parting your hair in half, doing a certain amount up top, so I have 10 that covers the top of my heads, and then in the back connecting all of the braids like so. So you've got here, braiding it into one, and then at the bottom all the braids will be combined. I will show you, I'll turn around for sure. So I've got 10 up front and 5 in the back to where they all connect. The main purpose of this is to have the part stop, so I can part my hair any which direction, but instead of it going all the way back the way cornrows do, it is stopped at this connector piece, so it looks more realistic essentially. But let me just turn around so you can see everything. Here it is head on. Okay, so I am ready to get started installing this hair.
Let's start by prepping the hair. Of course, you don't have to do this step, but I totally recommend it. So I'm starting with my materials: 4 bags of marley hair, a cream moisturizer, a brush. I didn't end up using this one just because a different one was easier to use, and about 50 pink perm rods or curling rods from back in the day. I find that prepping the hair makes your install easier, safer, and faster. Now we're ready to apply the hair to the perm rod. The strands are already individually separated out of the pack. I'm brushing with a different style of brush. The teeth just make it softer and a bit more fluffier. Now I can go ahead and add my moisturizer onto the hair. It serves 2 purposes. Mainly it gives the hair a softer look when everything is said and done, but also the hair is really very coarse, so putting a little moisturizer definitely makes it easier on your hands, because after about 50 of them, it starts to cut it up without that moisturizer. So now you can apply the hair to the perm rod. You want to take the folded end and place it right underneath the rubber band. You can go ahead and start to twist the hair around the perm rod, letting your wrist curl naturally. You want to do it pretty tight, but don't break your hand. Once all the hair has been put onto the perm rod and it's secure, you can go ahead and close the top of the perm rod. It does so happen that sometimes it just pops off of there, the hair does, so it may take a few tries, but you'll get the hang of it. Now, you definitely want to make sure that all of the hair is secure underneath the rubber band, just so no hair gets left behind. After you've done that, we're basically ready to go to the next step. With the hair prepped and ready on the perm rods, I'm ready to go ahead and boil the hair. Boiling the hair will ensure that the curls stay in during the duration of your style. I let the hair boil for about a minute, pushing it down with a slotted spoon as it rises to the top. After that minute, I strain the hair from the boiling water into a bowl. Removing the excess water will allow me to go ahead and towel dry it, and then give it a quick spray of wig spray. I'll let it set overnight. Once dry, it gives me the desired curl. The hair is now ready for install. Grab your bobby pin or latch hook, I'm using the bobby pin, stretch it out, and place it underneath your braid. Your braid should be loose enough for you to slide the bobby pin on through without a problem. You should see the rounded end on one side. go ahead and take your hair and separate the strands. It should be just one long strand now. You want to go ahead and thread that hair through the rounded end of the bobby pin, like a needle and thread. It does take a little practice, but you'll get the hang of it. The latch hook may provide as easier use on this step. Once you've got the hair threaded through, you want to make sure it's even at the bottom. Once you're happy with the result, go ahead and take the double-sided end of the bobby pin and pull the hair on through. Once you've confirmed got that loop through there, you can remove the bobby pin. Grab your loop, and at this point you can twist it if you would like. Pull the hair through one side onto the other. Pull tight, twist the loop again, and pull the hair back through. You can do this as many times as you like. I don't recommend anything less than 2. At this point, you can pull down on the knot, bringing it securely to your braid. You can pull the strands apart for extra security and just make sure that knot is in place. Voila, you've done it. Go on, girl.
Alright, so pretty easy, right? I'm so excited that I gave this look a shot, and I hope I've encouraged you to do the same. So I've actually had this style in for about a week. I've cut it, I've worn it in a couple of different styles, and in that time I've thought about different pros, cons, and some tips and tricks to share with you. So let's start with the pros. The pros being that the versatility of this style is just amazing. You can use any brand or any style of hair, any color, any length, it's all good. So I love that about it. You don't have to wear it curly the way I have. You don't even have to use these colors. So if you like to change your hairstyle up a lot like I do, this is perfect for you. Also, I wear a lot of lace wigs and I don't always have access to my scalp. This way, I don't have to worry about any glue or sewing anything down. I mean, I've got my scalp and I can oil it if necessary, wash it if necessary. I've not yet, but if you do, please inbox me. Tell me how your experience is. The Marley hair doesn't absorb water all that well, so that's great for drying time. So I love that about it. Also, because it's in cornrows, you can do a side part, middle part, whatever you want to do as far as framing your face. So I really like those options. A few cons is that the hair mats pretty easily. In the week that I've had it, it was just a big clump right here at one point. I did use wig spray and oil sheen to separate the curls, so it is possible to have, you know, less of a frizzy look to this style. It will be frizzy at points, but you have to basically maintain it. So I would recommend oil spray and wig spray for sure. Also, it gets really very hot under here. The hair is really nice and lightweight, but again, it just saves heat on your neck and shoulders. So it's the middle of the summer right now. Do be careful. I definitely recommend this for the winter just for heating purposes, but also if you work in a cold office like I do, it's great for that as well. So those are the only real cons I have about it. As far as tips and tricks go, I definitely recommend Janet hair. I've used it before and totally cool. It holds the curl well so far and I'm enjoying it. I would also recommend that, especially if you're a first timer like I am, I put a few of the pieces too close together in the back, and so at the very last minute I ran out at the top and had to go out and buy some non-matching, non-Janet hair, and I don't love it as much. I only intended for 2 colors, so I would definitely be careful on the spacing. And it's not really very hard for me to just cut this off and then reinsert more Janet hair, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just about to change it anyway, so there are some tips and tricks for sure. Also, you have the option of using a latch hook. You don't have to use a bobby pin. You can go to your local craft store and pick one up. But that's about it. That is all that I have on this style. I absolutely love it. Again, if you decide to try it, let me know how it goes for you. Love to see pictures and what have you. So thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.